Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai. All praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. Double honor to the apostles, the great millstone. And honest is how he takes to Joachim out there that's laboring in the truth and sincerity without wavering. And yeah, pretty much you see the title of the show, and that's pretty much what it is. And it's clearly evident what they're doing, checking out the different articles. I mean, you see that they put a temporary, and that's how Esau does. Esau does, he operates like that because he's a devil, and he deals with that pressure from above, pressure from beneath. That's how he operates. So, and double honors to the apostles and shalom and honors to all you Akim, you brothers on the comment board, brothers that's listening. May Yahweh Shema Shai bless you and your household. Okay, and the sincere sisters that listen to as well. All right, but so we're at a point where we see what Esau's doing. We see that you see what they're getting ready to do. They setting everything, the stage. You see the lockdown coming back, and then you got all the so-called experts or whatever, even Dr. Fauci, as the elder Not calls him. You can see him, even he says, this is gonna be even worse. So everything that's happening is gonna be worse, So that's why the Spirit keep having us, the head apostles, the rest of the Akim keep having us put these videos out, basically that's the job of a prophet. Now, matter of fact, that's why the Most High is gonna kill these other niggas, these guys that call themselves Israelites, but they're not on their watch. And that's why brothers that are in the fold, you gotta take this thing serious because we ain't out the forest or whatever, we ain't out the fire. Okay, the flames are gonna keep rising, and but hey, we built for it. The Lord built us for it, you know what I'm saying? So, hey, that's part of the refining process, if you will. That's how the Lord is refining us from all the impurities that we gathered from being in this wicked ass world. But now these jakes out here, because you got a lot of jakes that just refuse to do the work of the Lord, man. In the time, those doors are being shut. Doors are being shut. That's why the scriptures say, seek ye the Lord while he may be found, because there's going to come a time where the Most High is not going to be there for you, man. And in these times, the things that's happening, you see how Esau is playing it. Now, there's an article this is what that prompted the show. I wanted to do it last night, but I didn't get a chance. But pretty much the army purchased, I forget how many $1 billion into the vaccine, the Babylon jabs, the spider juice, or the Venus shots. They put all this money into these different those cocktails. You think they're gonna be sitting at this stage in the game wasting all this money? Basically, that's the same amount of money that went into it. What was it, last year? I forgot the exact numbers. It might have been 52. I got to pull the article back up. But so they putting that out there, and then they're double talking. Yeah, Cuomo. One minute he's saying, look, it's against the law for them to mandate this, right? Then he comes out of the same breath the next day, because they probably said something to him. He said, look, we urge all you small private businesses to enforce the right, the vaccination or whatever, right? He said, we enforce it. You can enforce it. Don't serve nobody. Don't allow them into your business. So that's still the government controlling you, telling you how to operate your own. It's supposed to be your business, and that's the end game. They want control over everything. All right. Whereas, because you got people that are private contractors, and they run their own business and everything like that. So the way that they're setting it to where the government, and we know the real government who really control it, ain't no creepy sleepy Joe. All right, it's the elites, the international bankers. So pretty much they dictate the pace. And see, but again, just real quick on these other wicked ass, because you still got a lot of these niggas, because why? They really hirelings, man. They're not really concerned about the sheep. So that's why they're not warning you about these things. They just push you just like a Judas goat does. And if you haven't seen it, they got videos on it, and you can do some research on the term of a Judas goat, and that's an actual thing. All right, that the Lord was speaking on. All right, and the Judas goat is the goat that'll sit there. He'll take lead. He'll lead the sheep. They'll follow him. They'll go up into a ramp into the slaughterhouse. All right, but right before they enter into the doors of the slaughterhouse, there's like a side exit, like a trap door, like a side, so as the the sheep are following behind the Judas goat. They don't see him. He just slides to the side in that passage, and they're thinking that he's still walking in the front. So they just walking, falling right into the slaughter. All right. So that's what these niggas are doing, man. But anyway, this is Ezekiel 13 in verse 3. It says, "Thus saith the Lord Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai, woe unto the foolish prophets that follow their own spirit and have seen nothing." All right. And that's what the Lord said. And that's woe means what? Death and destruction. And that's what's going to come upon all of the foolish prophets, man. All right. The foolish prophets of our people. Because you got a lot of them out there, man. You got a lot of fools amongst our people, man. All right. That's not doing or upholding the Lord's law, statutes, and commandments. That's not pushing or prophesying or warning you of the dangers that come. That's not preparing you. Because remember, even the Apostle Paul, that was the whole duty. Like, that's why, things get tightened and stricter. All right. The Lord has it to where, there's not no new brothers really coming into the camp. Not saying that, brothers are not going to be multiplied, but really the majority of the deliverance, I was reading the scripture, the majority of the people are really going to wake up at the end. When Yahweh Shai come, that's when you're going to see the big masses, the 1/3 being beamed up, you see? So right now, the laborers are going to be few. So, and the reason why, and it's good that the Lord did it that way, man. You understand? Because Jake be on some bullshit, man. Jake be on some bullshit, man. But the Most High still going to judge these guys. They claim to be leaders or instructors of the people. They claim to be prophets, men of the Lord and everything, but they're not upholding or doing what the Lord said. They're telling Jake, just like these pork chop preachers in the church. You got other Israelites that's doing the same thing. These other so-called conscience leaders and Islamic leaders doing the same thing, playing around, basically trying to have Jake think that everything is okay. Everything is far from okay, man. How the hell could you think that everything is okay when you have a world being ran by a bunch of fucking girly men? A bunch of here it is, transvestites got more rights than anybody. All right, or boy lovers. All right, they got all the rights in the world. Well, that's a nasty abomination, and that's everywhere you go, everywhere you turn. And again, that's why the scripture say, "Love not the world." And how could you love this filthy, wicked place, man? And it's evident what they want to do. That's why I said the handwriting's on the wall. They're sitting there basically pushing that, trying to weaken the people, which they've done. All right, with their poison. All right, and the scripture speak about the poison, that their poison is like the death adder, a poisonous snake. All right, the philosophies of the so-called white man is nothing but a goddamn snake. All right, a red dragon, and he's a damn snake. And the poison that he has is his philosophies that lead you to your destruction. But by you thinking that it's okay to be down with the nasty people and the nasty agenda, and that's a good thing, which almost everybody and their mother, really only us brothers that's in this truth, really, that's standing up still, for manhood and righteousness, true manhood. All right, because you're only a man if you know the Most High, if Yahweh Shai knows you. All right, the Lord got to make you a man. Meaning what? The scriptures tell you a man is commended by his wisdom. So the Lord got to give you the wisdom to build you up to be a man. You walk around here and say you a man. That's just like you got a lot of these niggas that, I got 10 kids, man. I'm the man. But yeah, he ain't taking care of near one of them, all right? And he's still, under the rule, bound down to some stupid ass bitch, you see? So you're not a man. You got people that think, I got all this money, and that's a good one, James 4:4. Yep. You got people that think that I got all this money, so I could buy this, I could buy you. They don't make you a man. You're not a man until you get the Lord shows his knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. Because now you know how to judge righteously. You know how to move as a man. You know what's required. A lot of these people don't even know what a man is required. All right, when you go into Ecclesiastes, the 12th chapter, matter of fact, I'm gonna read it real quick. Something as simple as this, you might think it's simple, but a lot of Jake just don't get it. All right, so this is Ecclesiastes chapter 12, verse 13. It says, "Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear the Most High and keep his commandments." So that's just as simple as it is, man. You got to fear the Most High and keep his commandments. And fearing the Most High, meaning what? You're not going to sit there and disrespect and dishonor his prophets. You're not going to make light of the Lord's name. You're not going to sit there and pervert the gospel, the doctrine. You're not going to come up with your own doctrine and things that are not of the scriptures, but try to use the scriptures craftily to try to prove your wicked wicked ideologies. You're not going to do those things. If you truly fear the Most High, you're going to consider the judgment and all the other false prophets that was out there before, that came up against the men that the Lord set up, such as Moses and King David and different the judges and the prophets and everything. You're going to sit there and consider and have fear that, whoa, let me check myself, all right? But that's the whole duty of man. So now back in Ezekiel 13 and 4, it said, "O Israel, thy prophets are like the foxes in the desert." And if you know about a fox is known for being what? Slick, sly, all right? So you have not gone up into the gaps, neither made up the hedge for the house of Israel to stand in the battle in the day of the Lord. You don't see that there's a battle, that we're in the day of battle? So the Lord said, you didn't what? You didn't protect them. How are you supposed to protect them? All right? As a good shepherd, you're supposed to what? You're supposed to protect them, and you're supposed to warn them of the things that come. You're supposed to curse, rebuke, you know? You see a nigga going to go serve Buddha, you're supposed to curse him the hell out. Nigga, what the fuck you doing serving Buddha? Buddha don't fucking exist. You don't wake up from that, the Lord's gonna kill you. Straight up, straight like that. And then, you know, the spirit of the Lord's working on him. Be like, oh shit, he'll wake up out of that shit and realize, yeah, Buddha's a fucking piece of statue. All right, and he'll stop worshiping Buddha. You see, but Jake don't have no hedge because why? Their leaders are the people, but that's them. Yahweh Shai said the blind should lead the blind into the ditch. The people that they look up to, they're not sitting there leading them in the right ways of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. They're not letting them know the importance of the name of the Most High, the name of his son, the importance of his son, Yahweh Shai, everything that he did, and the reason why we got to honor him, all right? The reason why we worship him, the Most High set him up to be glorified in this time that we're in now. Yahweh Shai is going to be glorified. So they're not going into these things. They're not, amongst other things, about, you know, the nationality and the word and the things that the Most High despise. They're teaching Jake more so how to assimilate in this wicked ass society that's about to be destroyed, man. You see? That's right. That's a beautiful precept. Psalms 96 and 5. The gods of the nations are but idols. All right? And they're not warning Jake, man. So that's why the Lord said that he's going to be against them. He said they have seen vanity and lying divination, saying the Lord saith, and the Lord have not sent them. And now the Lord's making it known. He's exposing everything. All the works, who's really with him and who's not. It says, and the Lord have not sent them, and they have made others to hope that they would confirm the word. Have you not seen a vain vision, and have you not spoken a lying divination, whereas you say the Lord spake it, albeit I have not spoken? So the Most High didn't tell you to go let Esau, because Esau, and it's going, hey, the scriptures speak about the hour of temptation, and Esau is going to really put the screws to a lot of people, man. All right, and you got these guys, instead of telling you that, look, the scriptures tell you to resist the devil, right? Not to take, you know, choose none of his ways, right? Doesn't the scripture say that? Choose none of the wicked's ways. But they're not going to tell you that. They're going to say, oh, no, go ahead. You got to do it because you got to survive. You got to feed your family, this, that, and the third. I just left this other joker, and he claims to be, you know, one of the Northern Kingdom. I got to do some work for him. But, he taught, he's supposed to be a Christian and all this and that. This woman is all so-called holy roller. But he told me he worked at a hospital, all right? I ain't going to say the hospital, but he worked there. Because, he got the mask on and everything. Which, like I said, I'm not going to be surprised. I told a few brothers we was talking, if next week they got that whole mask thing going, and then the following week they come with the quarantine, we're going to have to start shutting things down. Because we're in that time. And pretty much, if you're paying attention, they let you see what the hell they doing, all right? The scriptures tell you about the pride of the wicked and how you vote, which, Lord willing, I'm going to get that. All right, matter of fact, let me go there. Psalms 10. I'm going to go Psalms 10 real quick. Psalms 10, verse 2. It said, the wicked in his pride doth persecute the poor. So this devil, he's not hiding nothing, man. It was a time, you go back 20, 30 years or whatever, they were hiding that there was a secret government controlling everything, that they had an agenda about to depopulate, Global 2000 and all these other, Rex 84, and these other different global agendas to depopulate the population, all right, and bring the numbers of however many men that they said that there was down to 5 million. If it was 500, they wanted to depopulate to just 5 million. I might got the numbers off, but they were doing that. They were hiding it back then. The Georgia Guidestones. People didn't know about this going back into the 90s and the, 80s, 90s and stuff. Now this devil is bold, man. All right? He's bold. He's putting it out there, man. And that's one of the, when you, I believe it's in the protocols of the learned elders of Zion, if I'm not mistaken, where they speak about the different planks of how they were gonna basically take over everything. The final plank was exposure. All right, because they said by that time they'll have control over the people's minds, that it won't matter if you expose what they're doing, the people are not gonna believe it anyway. And we see that to this day, man. Yeah, Job 20 and 23. Yeah, that's a beautiful scripture, man. Yeah, the Lord is gonna stop him though before he really get to establish this new world order, but it's right here. It's pretty much here. All right, and that's why things are happening back to back and so rapidly, man. There's so many things happening in one day. By the next day, all those different things become old news because a whole lot of other things didn't happen. That's Isaiah 42 and 9. And the Lord said that these things were going to happen. He was going to declare new things. That's why you see the apostles, you see the rest of the brothers in Yahweh Shai, the sincere brothers in GMS, Great Millstone, that's preaching the truth throughout the four corners of the earth. You see the Spirit of the Lord on brothers heavy to prophesy of these things that are coming, man. All right? It ain't, sometimes we sit there and, we might have, whatever. Because, really, we should rejoice, but at the end of the day, don't get it twisted, man. There's still more hell we gonna catch, man. We gotta go, and we gotta go through it, man. All right? We gotta deal with you gotta eat the whole roll and drink the whole cup. All right? Ain't no partial or this and that. It's not gonna work like that. All right? But then, after you do it, though, hey, the reward is gonna be greater than you ever imagined, man. So that's why it's a no-brainer, man. We gotta fight to the end to whatever breath. Hey, fuck it, if you're sick or if you're about to pass, you're going back in the spirit world. Because see, people in the world, they get all worried, and they try to put that spirit on you. Yep, Acts 14 and 22. Get that spirit to make you, you're gonna die. Because these people in this world, they're afraid to die. Because one, they don't know the truth. They don't know the Most High. They don't understand, how the Most High works and how he set everything up. They don't understand that you don't die. You come back in a reincarnation. So that's why you see people, and there's a lot of people that's dying. It's like a lot of people that's like in their 80s, that group of people that I've been seeing, they just been dying or getting jacked up. They're getting, the health is fucking them up. They got to be put in hospice, and, it's just looking bad for a lot of people. And the Lord said that, man. The Most High ain't sparing them in these days, man. All right? But the thing is, if you that old, you should be fucking happy, man. You should be looking. I know this one lady, she's saying, she's saying she's ready. She talking that talk. She see this, that, and the third. But most of these people are scared of death, man. And the Lord said, fear not them which could kill only your body, the flesh. He said, rather kill him that could kill your body and your soul. All right? In his hell. So you better fear the Most High. That's what Yahweh Shai was telling people. But most of these people are afraid to die. That's why they're running to take that poison from the devil. All right? That's why they run, because they're afraid to die, or they're afraid to have to be without. Okay? They don't want to catch hell. Look, we're already in hell. And that's just the reality of it, man. But it says, the wicked in his pride doth persecute the poor. Let them be taken in the devices that they have imagined. Like the brother quoted in Job, the 22nd chapter, the Most High is going to bring judgment upon them. The Lord going to catch up to these devils. These devils ain't going nowhere. They ain't going nowhere. They trying, right? They trying to go to Mars. They trying to go to Jupiter. They trying to go wherever they could go. They trying to create a galaxy. They trying to go but they not going nowhere, man. Amos the 9th chapter, the Lord said how he gonna get them wherever they try to run. All right. It's not gonna be nowhere that they could go where the Most High is not gonna get them. It said, for the wicked boasteth of his heart's desire. So that's why you hear him to the point now. And that's how we know that we're in that time. We're at the end. Because we're at the point now where they're just openly talking about these things. Openly, man. You see? They're not hiding it. They're telling you what they're doing. And they letting you know that they violating your rights and this, that, and the third, because he's the damn devil. This is what they do. And see, and they coming hardcore. Brother sent me The brother Zakar from the main camp sent me, they're calling people, leaving voice messages on people's phone. Oh, this the such and such, we're, offering, the vaccine and, the spider juice, and then they got the people to defend it, right? Like, oh, well, what's your problem? Why you don't want to, why do you object? What's wrong? Why are you objecting to it? Then they got those people to come and sit there and try to brainwash you and put the pressure on you. They're knocking on your door if you're not home. They're leaving, like it's, like if you miss a package from FedEx or the UPS, they're leaving stickers on your door and everything. And they just really, they rolling, man. They rolling. They going house to house. They cutting you off at your jobs. They forcing your jobs to. So it's going to really decide where your faith is at, man. All of us, definitely myself included, But at the end of the day, my attitude is like, fuck it, man. We've been catching hell for so long. Like the scripture said, we die all day. I don't want nothing in this society. So look, if you want to take me, if you're going to force me, you want to put a gun, do what you got to do. Because I know that Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai is going to raise us back up in the end. So be it that we endure and we die in this truth. Okay, even Job spoke on that, man, which goes into reincarnation, man. You see, where he said, though worms eat this body, eat this flesh, I know in the last days I shall see my creator, meaning the Most High, Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. So it's already, it's a wrap. Esau can't do nothing to stop that. But anyway, but it's pride. And that's why, again, and they wrote books about it. They got all kind of movies about it. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, they putting signs on everybody. Because why? This devil, Revelations 12:12. All right, this devil is going berserk right now, man. And they ain't playing fair. They looking to get your kids, everybody, man. And then a lot of these people, and when you look at these people, you look at them like, damn, they really don't got no faith. These people are gone. They think, some of them think they woke because they might know certain things. Even like, I'm still working. I'm about to go to the job. The job I'm going to is Jake, and they cool people as far as, but, and they talk about, he make good points, he talk about shit got women in power and they putting all this bullshit, but at the same time, they still gonna get jabbed up because they say, well, we're putting other people at risk, and that's what they try to pitch it to. Like, well, think about the elderly. Well, shit, the elderly about to drop dead. So here it is, you was perfect and fine, but you got the spider juice, and after you got the spider juice, your grandmother or whoever it was that was elderly, they end up dying anyway. Then now you sick and all messed up because you got the spider juice up in you. So what sense do that make? But the scriptures say that our people are foolish, man. They're foolish. They're not paying attention to all the signs that are there. And it's blatant, bro. It's blatant. Like, to where all of us, when we talk, we all like, we all like in agreement that we see, yeah, we know that Esau is about to really make that move. That they, we knew that they were going to start doing this with the mandates and everything. And even with the eviction moratorium. That's not over. I mean, they came in with a, which I figured they were going to do something, because what Esau does, they do what they call it, trial and error. Yeah, that venom. Yep. They like to do what they call trial and error. So they'll try something to see the response that they get from the people. You understand? So they'll sit up there and they'll make people think that, okay, yeah, we about to, send in the National Guards, and they'll see people who panics, who doesn't, who think they're ready, who's not. They take notes. Then they'll give you a little, they give you a little Band-Aid. That's all they did. They gave, what, a 60-day grace period. But then you had the one, and that's only for certain states. Then the other, Creepy Sleepy Joe said, look, he said, actually, we're going to have you ask your landlords to have a heart and tell them don't, man, listen, as soon as they get a chance to kick your ass out of these places, especially if you ain't been paying no money, all right? Because there ain't no love in these streets, man, okay? You might have one here and there, oh, I couldn't, but a lot of these people, they losing money by them not receiving, a lot of their life is built or predicated upon the fact of you paying your rent and on time, all right? So they could pay their bills. So you jammed them up by you not paying your rent. You jammed a lot of these people up. So you think that as soon as they get a chance to toss you out of that's why they were giving people 24-hour eviction notice to vacate. And then they're ready. Some people don't understand how the eviction thing work. So some people get scared, like that bitch that was on the show I was showing you brothers the other day. They don't understand the process and everything, but nonetheless, that's what Esau does. Because that's how this society is based on, man. Like I keep saying, this is a fuck you over society. All right? And they'll sit there and they prey on the weak, man. That's what the scriptures speak about. So it says, for the wicked boasts of his heart's desire and blesses the covetous, whom the Lord abhorreth. All right? And then all these different bankers and everything, these high-level real estate agents, and oh yeah, even the top real estate owner, financier, or the guy that's in charge of that, he said he's mandating that all real estate agents go get that spider juice. All right, so they're blanketing in people to where, you know, and hey, and it's beautiful, man. Flags are soon going to have Crown Vicky Clinic. Yup. Yeah, I seen cars wrapped with it. You know. Yeah, get the, you know what. You know what I'm saying? Free vaccine shots and everything. I seen cars, vehicles. They had, you know, they do a paint job or they advertise it. They got cars just for that with, little Latina nurses, old Latina nurses driving, barely can see, but yet they coming to go jab you up. So this is what they doing, man. And again, it's not even to the point where they're hiding it. You know, they're not. They're just, as far as our videos, because they know that we're the prophets, and that's why they fuck with us. They fuck with us because that's all they can do, really. They can't stop it from happening. They're fulfilling the Most High, and that's how powerful the Most High is. They're fulfilling the Most High's will, even though they might not want to. Because in Esau's mind, he don't want this place to be destroyed because this is his world. This is his rulership, but the Most High is making them and allowing them to destroy this world. Because why? The Most High is in charge, man. As the scriptures say, that the Lord, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, ruleth in the kingdom of men. All right? And then the Lord also said in Proverbs that the king's heart is in his hand, and he turneth it whithersoever he will. So at the end of the day, these devils are not running shit, but they are blatantly putting it in your face. Okay, with all these award shows, like the Apostle Ramos said, which is really demonic, sacrifices. All right, that's what they really be doing with all these different award shows, Grammys, Emmys, and all that other nonsense. Those are sacrifices to Satan, man. All right, and that's why a lot of time all kind of foul shit happen either before or the night of. All right, hell, Whitney Houston, when they clipped her, and she, I guess she ain't had no more use or whatever. That was during that time period. You see, so it said, the wicked through the pride of his countenance will not seek after the Most High. The Most High is not in all his thoughts. All right, his ways are always grievous. But now I want to go to the 7th chapter real quick. All right, this is let's see. I'm almost at the house where I'm working at. Proverbs 7, and I'm gonna start at 6. It says, "Arise, O Lord, in thine anger, lift up thyself because of the rage of my enemies." You see that? Who you think that that's speaking about? The rage of my enemies. Meaning Esau, like the way that they're coming like a flood. They're coming like a rage, where they almost to the point where they're gonna start pulling you out of your goddamn cars, pulling you, snatching you out your house, right? They trying to see who's not gonna be jabbed up, and they got a problem with them. Remember, they already were trying to pass legislation. I don't know if they finished passing it, to put all of the so-called vaccinated, all right, to put them all inside of this building, which basically like a detention center, all right. But they're gonna be doing that, and then that's going back into 2nd Ezra, the 16th chapter, all right. So again, the handwriting is on the wall, and it's happening. It's going down in real time, man. And brothers got to keep your candle lit, keep them prayers up. The prayers are important. Satan is attacking brothers. Brothers are, shit. Hell, I keep it real, man. I was sicker than a goddamn dog, my damn self. Still a little jacked up, but I know that what that is. That's the condition of the battle. All right. So here it is. And brothers got to remember, man, the Lord gave us the top-notch knowledge on the planet. All right. He gave us the biggest advantage over everybody in warning us and letting us know that these things are happening. All right. So you can't expect not to go through shit. You can't you got to take the bad with the good. Okay. Or the good with the bad, however you call it. Okay. So whatever you're going through, it should be expected at this point. If you've been in the knowledge for, even 6 months or whatever, you should know Ecclesiastes, the 2nd chapter, 2 and 1. prepare thyself soul for temptation. What's that? In Peter's, they that will live godly in Yahweh Shai shall suffer persecution. Well, the great persecution is coming. That's why the brother, Apostle Gabar, did a show off of the brother from, I think that's Mississippi. That brother, he did a show about the shame and all that. Yeah, because they're going to make us look like they already look, they've been made us look like the fucking, which that's the scriptures for we're the offscouring, right? Meaning the trash, the refuse. They're making us look like the worst things ever, man. Like basically they're going to have us to where we make Bin Laden look like a patriot, Remember, everybody hates Bin Laden. They're going to be like, fuck Bin Laden. Some damn Israelites, some niggas, they talking about, they coming up against, they're going to call us all kind of names, man. They anti this, anti that, because that's what this devil does. He points the finger and pushes the blame on other people. So they're going to make us the boogeyman. And like the brother, the apostle, and that brother was going into it, man. Those are things that's going to come too, because it's not going to be popular. And you're going to see who's sincere, because again, there's a lot of jakes out there. I'm not taking it. I'm not, I'm saying outside the truth. You might run into somebody in your walk or at your job, and they're like, well, yeah, when they do that, I ain't taking that. But a lot of them niggas going to roll right over, man. All right, they're going to say, look, man, shoot me in my ass, shoot me up wherever you got to, man. All right, because why? They ain't going to have the faith, man. You see? They're not going to have the faith. All right, but so it says, pardon me. It says, arise, O Lord, in thy anger, lift up thyself because of the rage of mine enemies, and await for me to the judgment that thou hast commanded. So should a congregation of the people compass thee about for their sakes. Therefore return thou on high. And that's speaking about what? Yahweh Shai. And that's what we all waiting, and we're praying that the Lord send Yahweh Shai to come in and, Lord willing, gather us up, if we be able to hope for elect, and destroy this fucking place, man. All right, so return from on high, because Yahweh Shai is going to come from those actual clouds. When you actually outside and you on a highway or whatever, that's like when I'm on certain highways and you see the clouds or whatever, in my mind, sometimes like, man, Yahweh Shai, the angels, you're just going to, at one point, because you don't see nothing but clouds, but at one point, you're going to see all kind of chariots, man, surrounding everything, man. All right, so it says, the Lord shall judge the people. Judge me, O Lord, according to my righteousness and according to my integrity that is in me. You see the key word there, integrity. So that's what it boils down to, man. Your integrity. See, Jake can be sold out. Jake is all about a bag. Jake want to get the bag. Oh, don't fuck up the bag. Don't fuck up the bag. Remember, that's why they kicked the apostles, Paul and who else was it? Barnabas, I think, was with them. They kicked them out of the city. I think that was Ephesus. Because why? They was fucking up their money. Because they was destroying that whole bullshit, wicked myth about some damn Diana of Ephesus or the Queen of Heaven worship, where you had all them other niggas that was profiting off of niggas selling them different idols and statues and graving and stuff, So niggas after a while, man, they start throwing their statues away, almost like that picture in India when they threw all the idols, which they try to say that wasn't because of that, but they all threw all their idols away. Because in which, if you got any common sense, if you were sitting over there praying to these stupid ass statues and idols, right? And the brother put the scripture up earlier in Psalms, was it 96, I think? You praying to all these statues and idols, and for generations, y'all getting fucked over. You in the lowest condition, and then your government is fucking you up, and then Esau, they release viruses and diseases that's wiping out half your population. Eventually, at some point, you got to say, well, maybe this ain't a God. All right? Maybe this is not, And the thing is, but they're so goddamn bugged out, man, these heathens, man. So they bugged out anyway. But we know that Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai is the only power that there is. And he's about to make himself known in these times. You see? But now it says, according to which our righteousness is of Yahweh Shai. Being in his truth, this is the right thing to do. Brothers out there that's prophesying in the different camps, that's the right thing to do. Don't let nobody sell you short or tell you anything different. All right, teaching, pushing shows. A lot of brothers doing lessons and sit downs and everything, which are some bad, powerful lessons. Brothers are taking the initiative, learning, watching the apostles' videos and studying and taking their notes and everything. Yeah, that's India. India, yep, they threw away their idols. The water, so that's a right thing. It says, oh, let the wickedness of the wicked come to an end. That's the wickedness of who? Who's the wicked? Job 9:24, the so-called white man. So King David said in the Psalm, let the wickedness of the wicked come to an end. All right? which means all this shit that this devil's doing, all these devices. Now, and that's why people are all messed up, because they don't have no faith, they don't have no foundation in Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai. They don't really know the truth. All they know is what religion or what they was taught, which now that's failing them, because those are not the answers, man. They don't have the answers, man. All right, and so now they're fucking up, But that's because of what this devil did. He had spread that net of confusion. All right, 1 minute they'd sit there and tell you. Last year they were saying if you got jabbed up, you was gonna be good. Then months later they said, okay, you gonna have to get 2 jabs. And now a couple months after that, you gonna have to get 3 jabs every year annually. All right, so they just sitting there basically having you destroy your own self, or destroying you, man. You see? But it says, oh, let the wickedness of the wicked come to an end, but establish the just. And the just is who? The elect of Israel. All of Israel eventually is going to be saved. But right now, 2/3 are going to die here in America, man. All right. And again, you got to keep that in perspective. That's a high number. It's going to be a lot of deaths. The scriptures say, in that day, the slain of the Lord shall be many. All right. The Lord is going to catch a lot of bodies. I'm talking about amongst our people. Not even these other nations ain't got a shot. If they're not an Israelite, then if they're not of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, all right, coming from which is today is known as so-called Negro and Indian people, as they call us, right, which make up the 12 tribes. If you don't have that in you, if you're not of that, then you're done anyway. You toast anyway. All right, you toast anyway. But most of these people gonna die, man. Yeah, most of the 2/3 took the juice. Yeah, you're right, because they don't have no faith, And that's all they doing what they can do. So that's why, like, even we get mad at these other clowns. They call themselves Israelites, but they tell people to go take the juice. Well, guess what? They're not men of the Most High. So the Lord is having these dudes, even though it gets you angry, but the Most High is having them expose their hand, that they really don't believe in this truth. They don't believe in Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai. They really believe in the government. They really believe in Esau, the so-called white man. So that's why they happily promoting and pushing their agenda. But they'll put an umbrella of them being Israelites. But they're not really doing what an Israelite would do. All right? So these things are different, man. There is a difference. It says, my defense is of the Most High. And that's where all of our faith and our trust should be in Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai. It said, which saveth the upright in heart. The Most High judges righteous. So don't worry. You got Jake trying to look to Esau. Esau don't judge righteously. Esau gonna throw the book at you for nothing. That's why you got so many cases of people that are so-called innocent. They're not guilty of the crimes that they locked up for. You got so many of them because why? Esau don't judge righteously, man. All right? Yeah. Yep. Isaiah 19. Yeah, they warn to them that trust in the shadow of Egypt. And that's Jake. Jake gonna be ashamed, man. They're gonna be ashamed. It said the Most High judges righteously, and the Most High is angry with the wicked every day. You see? So, these devils ain't gonna escape, man. Bottom line. But I didn't get a chance to pull the article, but it's an article. The point is that they spending all this money and doing all these different drills and everything, shutting down highway, doing military drills and stuff like that. That means that what? Something's about to happen. Before 9/11 happened, they were doing these same things. They were doing different drills, and just in case what if a plane flies into a building, what should we do? They were doing all this back then. So you see them doing these things now, and these different testing and everything. That's because they're planning for this thing to bust open, a zombie apocalypse, the whole 9. Everything that they're Walking Dead, all these movies that people love so much, and they think that it's just a fictionalized movie. No, it's about to become reality, man. And then what's the saying? Truth is stranger than fiction. All right, the truth it truly is, man. Because a lot of things that we're saying is unbelievable to people. People think that they'll call us weirdos, strange, because of the way we talk and we speak the truth. You understand? We don't hold our tongue. All right, we'll curse whoever the Lord deems to get cursed out, don't get cursed out. No matter if you the elite, if you're the Rothschild himself. All right, because we basically echoing what the scriptures say. So you're already cursed out. We're just letting you know, because in case you didn't know, when you read this scripture, it's talking about you fucking devils, man. Job 20 and 3, the triumphant of the wicked is short. All right, that's speaking about you devils. Oh, just in case you ain't know, you silly hoes that was being wicked out here and promiscuous, said many days and years shall you be troubled. That's talking about you. We just echoing what the Most High said, man. You see what I'm saying? But to them, we're a bunch of weirdos. Y'all talking, that's some bugged out crap. Okay, we gonna see how bugged out it is in these last times, man. And again, these women gonna be beating down brothers' doors, man. That's why you see some of these women or whatever, you might be like, damn, she look all right. And don't even worry about that, man. All right, these women they gonna have to. But the thing is, at that time, brothers might have 1, 2, 3. We ain't gonna be all thinking about pussy. When the shit is on, we're gonna be in the heat of the battle. Just like right now, spiritually, we're in the heat of the battle right now. All right, we're in the heat of the battle right now. But once, the high value men is really the prophets. That's right. That's right. That's the prophets, man. You know, if somebody tell, Kevio Sims, tell them that the real high value men are the prophets, man. All right, it ain't about money because they about to get rid of the money system. Okay, but anyway, with that, I'm gonna end it right there. It's a short one. Go hurry up and not finish this job. But with that, I'm gonna give all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, and say shalom to all you sincere Akim out there, and Yahweh Bashem Shai Barakathum. Shalom, Akim.